So I'm going in with my Nivea Men Post Shave Balm to prime my skin, and then I'm prepping my lips with the Aquaphor lip balm just so they stay nice and moisturized. I had already went in and filled my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow in Ash Brown. I cleaned it up with the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in Fair and set my eyes with translucent powder from Laura Mercier. Now I'm going in with my Morphe E27 brush and taking burnt orange as my transition shade. Now this is going to help blend the other colors and help it transition a lot smoother. And I just blended that in windshield wiper movements. Then I took a MAC brush, I don't remember the number, and I took the shade Love Letter, and I'm just adding that starting out into the outer corner, then gradually bring it in towards the inner. And then I went in with a MAC 217 to blend it out more and let it blend more cohesively. And then I just keep blending and so on. Then I went back with my E27 brush just to blend everything out. Then I'm taking the shade Vanadian Red, and I'm going in with more of a pointer brush, and I'm just blending that in into the outer corner, defining everything together, and then also blending again with a different blending brush, and this one is the Morphe M521 brush. And then I'm going to take my Fit Me concealer again just to cut the crease. I'm just doing a half cut crease. And I would recommend using more of a tacky concealer. Shape Tape is really, really good for cutting creases. I just didn't have that at the time, and I used my Fit Me, which is good as well, but since it is more of a creamy consistency, it will kind of bleed more. And then I go back with my pointer brush and I add more color to the crease just to make it more pigmented and again blend more cohesively. And then I take my Too Faced glitter glue on a small flat brush, and then I will apply that on top of the where I applied the concealer. And then I am taking the NYX Glitter Brilliance in number 2, which is just like a pink shade. And I'm just applying that all onto that cut crease I created. And then I'm going back with my 217 brush and just blending it all out and making sure there's no glitter into the crease. And then I'm going to take my Ride or Die NYC Liquid Liner in black. It breaks my heart because they've discontinued it. I haven't been able to find it anywhere, and it really saddens me, but oh well. I'm just making a pretty sharp, thick wing. I love thick liner. That's just my go-to. You'll see that in a lot of my looks. Then I went in with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer to blur out any pores. I also went in with my Smashbox Primer Water to prep for foundation. And for foundation, I'm using the Makeup Forever foundation stick, and I'm in the shade 125. This is a good foundation if you're going to take photos. It won't give you any flashback. And I blended out with my nude baby pink beauty blender to blend it out nice and seamlessly. And then I go in with my Bare Skin Concealer in the shade Medium. It's a really good concealer. It's super creamy. I prefer creamy concealers underneath my eyes. But that's just me. It was still a little too dark for me. You can't really tell in the camera, but it wasn't light enough. So I also went in with my Master Concealer from Maybelline in a really light shade as well. And that's what I'm applying in my T-zone area. And then I'm going to set my foundation with my Urban Decay setting powder. I forgot what shade it was called. I ran out of it and then I threw it away. And then I took my Makeup Forever bronzer and highlighter duo and number 2 and just bronzed up my skin a little bit. This shade is a little bit too warm, but with my fair complexion it looks alright. And also I just cooled it down a little bit with my NYX contour palette in these two cool tones, and I just use that to contour, and I apply my contour on my forehead, my cheekbones, the jawline, and the sides of my nose. And I prefer to contour after I bronze. That's just my preference. And then I also am baking with my Laura Mercier powder, and I use that with my beauty blender. And I just let that sit for a little bit while I am smoking out my bottom lash line. And I'm just smoking out with the same colors I use in my crease, which is Love Letter, Infinity, and Red. And then I'm just blending that out as well. And then I'm going to just smoke it out just a little bit so it looks super glam, and you know me just dancing to my jams. And then I'm taking my Wet n Wild black eyeliner just to line my waterline, which I haven't done in super long. And then I took my e.l.f. powder brush and just dusted everything off. And then I'm going in with my contour brush I used for my nose, which is the E28 brush from Morphe, and going back with those two contour shades from the NYX palette from earlier, and just contouring the sides of my nose. And then I went in with my Smashbox primer water again, just to set everything and loosen up all the powders. And then I went in with my Jaclyn Hill Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop. That's me being weird again. And I'm just applying this all over into the high points of my face. And you guys know I love that highlight bling. And then I'm also applying it onto the bridge of my nose. Then I'm taking my MAC blush in Peaches and blending that into my cheekbones just to blend everything together. And then for lips, I'm lining my lips with this lip liner from NYX. I lost it, so I don't know the name for you guys, but I will list it in the down box below. And then for the lip color, I used the Tarte's Lip Paint in TBT. And I thought this was a gorgeous color, just like a pinky mauve, and it pulled everything together. But that is it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. And please don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. Mwah.